Hello, all you professional wrestling fans. We're back with another episode, and this is our AEW talk. This is Squared Circle Speak, your home for all things professional wrestling. We're going to run down the week that was in AEW, and let's just say it was a pretty crazy week. We had some big matches announced. We had some stuff happen on the shows that we're going to get into, and we got a lot going on over here in the world of AEW. So Dynamite, Nathan. We had
in Canada.
we had a massive announcement happen on this show from Kenny Omega regarding a big match for Double or Nothing.
Yeah, it's one of your favorite matches.
Yeah. We're gonna fucking have an Anarchy in the Arena match between the Elite and Team AEW, which consists of FTR, Eddie Kingston, and Bryan Danielson.
Yeah,
that screams AEW for me.
Well, not only that, but man, that almost guarantees that the Young Bucks are going to win this match because you got some random people thrown together in this.
Yeah.
This is, by the way, they've had 3 of these matches at Double or Nothing the past 3 years, and Bryan Danielson has been in all 3.
Yep.
So
is Kingston, hasn't he?
Yes.
I know he's been in 2. I don't know if he's been in all of them, but I know he was in 1 before. So.
Bryan Danielson's been in all of them, which is insane. Why is that's so random? Like, why Bryan Danielson in this? Like,
I don't know, man.
Makes no sense.
That's what I don't like, is that you just threw 4 people together. Like the other Anarchy in the Arena, I didn't like the match itself, but at least the teams made sense because they were actually groups together and they were feuding. This one's just the Elite and then 4 random people thrown together.
Right.
Who haven't had any interaction with the Elite much over the last couple of weeks. So
not really.
It's weird. So anyway, Orange Cassidy and Trent finally had their blow-off match. And it was what it was. And they had to put Orange Cassidy over. You just turn Trent heel and then he loses to Orange Cassidy.
Right.
Interesting. I mean, he got his revenge. He got his revenge because he hit him with a pile driver on the steps.
Yeah, that was brutal.
And so he beat the shit out of him afterwards. So he got his revenge, but having him lose seemed weird. And then we had that Kenny Omega promo.
Yeah.
Then we had Mariah May and Harley Cameron. What a fucking star power match this was.
Dude, these are, I'm finally glad that they put them together just because now I know that they are 2 separate people. Because before Mariah May started wrestling, I swear to God, these were the same chicks. They were the same person. Because they were both British and blonde, and they would only appear at once a show just to talk. But now we know they're separate people, Ryan, and it was okay. It wasn't a horrible move.
Mariah May got the win. Afterwards, Saraya and Cameron jumped her, but then that one girl, Mina Shira Koa.
Yeah, Mariah's Japanese friend.
That just showed up randomly one day with no explanation as to how they know each other.
Stardom. That's all we got. Is stardom.
Then we had Jay White versus Rocky Romero. It's a random match. With Jay White getting the win. He looked good though, so
You love your random Jay White matches.
Dude, he don't get stories, man. I like seeing him wrestle, but he don't get to do anything.
So something of note here was they had 9 belts. Apparently, they're carrying the pink version of the AEW 6-man titles, but they have the black version also, and I don't know if they're unifying both these 6-man tag titles or what, but they sounded like they were, and the black ones were the unified belts, but they had 9 titles.
That's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
Could you imagine going through fucking airport security and you got 9 goddamn championship belts with you?
Yeah.
Then we had Jericho and Big Bill in the Warning Tree versus Mo Jabari and Harlan Abbott. This was a squash match and it happened real quick.
Yeah.
Big Bill did all the work. Then he hit the chokeslam, tagged in Jericho. Jericho hit the Judas effect. That was it. Oh, we had Adam Copeland versus Brody King. So it's still not a one-on-one match against Malachi Black. But it was after the match. There was a thing. I think later on, I don't know if these other shows. I don't remember what show it was, but it may have been this show. He challenged Malachi Black to a barbed wire steel cage match for double or nothing.
Jesus Christ.
So maybe Black's finally gonna have a one-on-one match in this show, man.
And he's gonna get fucking destroyed and he's probably gonna bleed everywhere and Jesus Christ.
Is that gonna be his last match? Is he gonna lose the Edge and then leave? Be done.
And then Edge will take over House of Black and do the thing he wanted to do with Judgment Day.
But that's happened
There you go.
after that happened after Rampage, I guess, or Collision or whatever.
Oh, okay.
But we'll get into that later. But yeah, maybe Nathan, maybe that's what's gonna happen. Copeland's
And Gangrel, he'll get his Gangrel wish then, because he wanted Gangrel to come out with a Judgment Day, so now he can have Gangrel come out with the House of Black.
Yeah. And apparently they told him no one's gonna remember who Gangrel was.
Wow.
Which, I mean, if you're younger, yeah. But for us, that would have been a fucking epic.
Yeah.
Would have been so cool. After this match, for some reason, Monique's Mercedes came out and just said the same shit she says every week.
Dude, she's getting stale as fuck.
Dude, they really got to do something. Like, it's getting so bad. She just comes out and says everything, the same stuff every week. And then she just, in the crowd, is starting to not care. It's getting really bad.
Yeah.
But she basically said that she's gonna Willow took everything, and then she's gonna take it back eventually. It's basically what it came down to.
Yeah.
And then we had Edge and Adam Copeland and Kyle O'Reilly just after that talk, and then they're gonna wrestle on Saturday for the TNT Championship. And then the Elite came out. We were in overtime, by the way. This show was already past 10 o'clock Eastern.
Right.
Then the Elite came out. They all started talking, and then FTR came out. Eddie Kingston came out, and then Danielson joined, and then it was just a big old brawl to end the show. But they went into overtime.
Yeah, I mean that's I mean, big old brawl in the show is fine. It's
yeah, that's
WCW style back in the day.
Yeah, perfectly.
But the Edge just defending the belt against whoever apparently.
Yeah. So after that, we had a live episode of Rampage. It was immediately following Impact, Dynamite. So this show started at 10 p.m. Eastern time on a Wednesday.
So about 100 people watch the show.
Yeah. And guess what? Jay White wrestled again.
Jesus Christ.
He wrestled twice in 1 week, 1 night. Jay White defeated Dante Martin.
Didn't he? I thought that already happened before.
I thought it did too, but
Wow. What the hell?
Dude,
Like we're in the Twilight Zone.
I don't know, man. It's just that's what he does, man. He's just wrestling random matches every week. Like, anyway, yeah. After that, wait, let me see here. Let me get to the. Oh no! Wait a minute. I'm sorry. That was a different. I'm sorry. I looked at the wrong Rampage. My bad.
I was gonna say I thought that already happened.
That was last week. We had Collision. It was after. It was another live episode, but it was after Collision. I messed that up.
Oh, okay.
Collision started with the Blackpool Combat Club versus Top Flight, which was Danielson and Claudio versus Top Flight. The Blackpool Combat Club get the win. These guys went all out, fucking just beating Holy High hit like
Is Top
ridiculous
Flight
speed.
ever going to win a match again?
Nope.
What happened? Like they were getting pushed for a while. Now they just lose all the time.
Yeah.
So
Danielson got
why did Claudio need to win this match?
well. Danielson needed to win to make him look good going into the
Uh,
arena match.
you could have had Claudio take the pin.
Yeah, Actually, what's
Um,
funny is like Claudio ended up winning the match. Like he got the pin.
Son of a bitch. You know, their tag team division is not much anymore. It used to be one of the best tag team divisions. Now it's like all their tag teams lose.
So Danielson got on the mic afterward and said that, hey, the first Anarchy in the Arena almost cost him his career, but he's gonna do it again because he loves AEW. And he
Jesus
says the
Christ.
elite no longer represent what AEW stands for, and they're not even here tonight in front of 7,000 people in Vancouver. You probably shouldn't have said only 7,000.
Well, it's fine. But what I
Uh,
don't understand is
he said, "Why
at
is
least, at least,
he said,
at,
why
at,
am I willing to fight in a match that's going to end his career?" He goes, "Because I love AEW and what AEW represents."
sure. He as long as he didn't mention how many people that arena could hold,
Yeah,
we're
that's
all
true.
right.
I mean, it may only be an 8,000 seat arena, then it'll be fine.
Yeah.
If it was like a
But
14,000 seat arena and only 7,000 were there, it seems kind of.
yeah, but that was a weird thing to say. Yeah, this almost cost me my life, but I did another one, and now I'm doing another one. You know, he's not sounding like the brightest person in the world anymore.
His contract's up right before the Wembley show this year.
Hmm.
And he said he wants to do that, and then he said he might be done.
Well, I could imagine he probably shouldn't be wrestling right now.
Probably
So
not. Then we had Will Ospreay versus Lee Moriarty, with Ospreay obviously getting the win. I mean, they're fun match though. The Undisputed Kingdom were out there. I guess Will Ospreay's going to challenge Roderick Strong. I guess.
he won that battle royal, right? Did you
Oh, I
not pay
forgot.
attention?
I forgot about that.
Jesus.
I forgot. Yeah, but see, I forgot because I don't want that to happen. That's why I forgot. We got Ospreay going for like the fourth title in this company. Anyway,
You
Brian
gotta win
Cage.
something. Can't have him go for the heavyweight title right off the bat.
You don't need to have a title till then, though. Brian Cage and the Gates of Agony defeated three dudes real quick. It was over really quick. They did like three moves.
Well, all I gotta say is, all I gotta say is that they just look like jokes because you know Brian Cage he can beat these jobbers, but when he has to wrestle anybody else, he loses.
yeah. The Gates of Agony turned their back. The former embassy members turned their back on Swerve. I think I was on. We didn't talk about it. I think it happened on Dynamite.
Yes, it did.
And so he came out here, and then Swerve. Wait, you talk about them looking bad. Swerve like wait them all out.
Oh,
he took out like three people by himself. So
oh my god!
Thunder Rosa beat Robin Renegade. Not a good match at all. I don't know how Robin Renegade got a one-on-one match against Thunder Rosa, but yeah, this was not good.
Yeah, her twin is injured, so she's been wrestling by herself.
They did a lot of just punches and kicks. Not much happened. Then your main event, Cope. I'm just gonna call him Cope. He took on Kyle O'Reilly for the AEW TNT Championship. And Copeland won. And then after this match is when he decided to challenge, for the steel cage barbed wire match.
That's insane.
Is it going to be like the whole cage is barbed wire or just the top of the cage?
I'm assuming just the top.
Well, it's
Because
AEW.
that would just be redundant. It'd just be redundant if the whole cage was barbed wire.
It is AEW. But then, we had Rampage immediately following that. So we had 3 hours of AEW on Saturday. Trent took on Dalton Castle. Castle had some people with him. Yep. Trent won. He had boys with him, but he wasn't the normal boys. But he had
the normal boys got fired, remember?
Yeah, but he had boys with him. But I don't know who they were.
He's got a bunch of random ones. One time he was wrestling Johnny, whatever his name is now.
Johnny Elite, Johnny Wrestling, Johnny whatever he goes by now.
Johnny of Honor. I don't know.
Johnny Honor.
He was wrestling Johnny of Honor, and he just started throwing boys at him, and he tried to throw this really big fat boy, and it didn't make it to him. And it was so stupid. They have the stupidest feud ever.
Yeah. So Trent won. Yeah. Brian Keith defeated JD Drake. Now that is just a match.
That's a Ring of Honor match. Like, what is that doing on?
This whole show was Ring of Honor, almost. Because, hold on, Lady Frost took on Deonna Purrazzo, with Purrazzo getting the win. And you want to talk about Johnny of Honor, Nathan? He wrestled on this show in the main event. His name's Johnny TV now, by the way. But Pac took on Johnny of Honor in the main event. With Pac getting the win.
I'm not
so
this lie.
This was ROH. Like,
yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I did miss this episode, and I might have to watch that match just to see.
Yeah, I mean,
but you always wanted John Morrison on Dynamite, right? Or on AEW.
Yeah, I mean, he got to wrestle. He was there. I don't like the fact that he's old. I mean, I get it, but.
But I got a question.
It wasn't very long, so maybe you might not want to watch this match. They didn't.
I got my hand up. I got my hand up. I have a question.
Okay.
You have this giant roster.
Yeah.
And obviously it's a giant roster because you brought some ROH guys up on this show. Why do you do that? Which I like, but you also have Edge 3 times. You have friggin' Trent Beretta like 3 times. You have friggin' Jay White 3 times.
Kyle O'Reilly was on.
Like, yeah, like if you have this big of a roster, and obviously you can bring people from Ring of Honor and give them some. Why you don't need to have those guys on all these shows?
Yeah,
it'd give more time for people to have more stories and more women and stuff. I mean, come on. It's just, I don't know. His booking is very strange.
Yeah, it's weird. I mean, I like that, you had all these people like that hadn't been on the show in a long time on Rampage and Collision and all that, but
yeah, but you could have more of that if you wouldn't have Edge on all 3 shows. Just saying.
I don't really like the fact that Edge at his age is wrestling every damn week on every show. Like, we don't need that. Like, once a week's fine. I don't need to see Edge 3 times.
Yeah.
Some other news: Willow Nightingale will be defending the TBS Championship at a Stardom event. Saturday, May 18th. She'll be defending against Tam Nakano at Stardom Flashing Champions or something.
So I guess the line in the sand has been drawn, huh? The AEW siding with Stardom and WWE siding with the whatever that other
Dude,
promotion
that
is.
other
Huh?
show, I gotta look it up. Because do you know what the name of that Nagala new
No,
new company name is?
no, I do not.
I gotta find it. What's his name? What's the dude's name?
Yeah, Rossi.
Rossi. I don't remember his actual name.
Question though. So Kenny Omega on his streams said that some bad stuff's going to come out about that guy. Uh, if bad stuff does come out about that guy, do you think that means WWE probably will not work with him,
I don't know.
considering all the Vinnie Mac stuff that's happened in the past?
I don't know, but I mean, I don't know what would come out. Was he?
Well, Kenny Omega said that Kenny Omega said was saying, that a lot of girls didn't really like working for him and was wanting to get out, and he said that he would basically over sexualize them and stuff like that, and he only wanted girls that were young and single, or if they weren't single, he wanted to make them look like they were single, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, but is that? I mean, it's bad, but is that really that bad compared to what
I don't
other
know.
people
Kenny
have done?
Kenny said he said other stuff would come out.
I mean, if it's not like if he's sexually abusing people, then yeah, fuck him. But if it's just that, I mean, I get it, but that's just him trying to promote. Like, you know what I mean? It's a weird way to do it, but it's women's wrestling in Japan. I mean, it's different over there, so we don't really know how it. You know what I mean?
Yep, that's
I
true.
can't really, I can't really speak on it because I don't know how they do it in Japan. I'm pretty sure it's way different than over here, though.
Yeah.
But his new company is called Dreamstar Fighting Marigold.
Jesus Christ.
That's a mouthful. But yeah, so yeah, I guess so. AEW is gonna be with Stardom, and WWE is gonna team up with Marigold, I guess, for a little bit at least. Let Julia do her stuff over there. Um, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Omega is gonna have surgery for his demercatitis or whatever the heck it's called.
Diverticulitis.
That yeah,
Jesus Christ.
he's gonna have surgery.
What whatever you said sounded like a Pokemon fucking disease.
So he will be gone, but then he said that he'll be returning to early AEW Omega form afterwards. I don't know how long he will be out, and I don't know how long he will be gone, but he is gonna have to have surgery. And but then he said he will return afterwards. Hopefully he'll be back in the ring. You could tell
We'll
you could tell the difference in Omega like the last like couple times he wrestled. Like
Yeah, well, I don't know if everything that he was talking about in that one promo is true, but if it is, like they were talking about how he'd have to have a bag in him. If he's got a bag inside of him, I don't think he needs to be wrestling.
I mean that's yeah. I hope so. I mean, yeah,
So,
that's crazy.
hopefully that was just over exaggerated and he doesn't need all that.
He did say he was on his Twitch stream and he did say there was a moment where he thought about retiring. Uh, but he heavily considered the possibility that it might never return. But he said that he's hopefully that the surgery he can have can kind of make him feel better and come back. So I don't know. Hopefully, I mean, I'm not the biggest Omega fan, but when he is on, I mean, he's really good. And so hopefully he returns. But if not, I mean, I would rather his health be number one priority over getting back in the ring. Like, I don't think we need him wrestling if he's going to be putting his health at risk, like Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
Uh, so we'll see what happens with that. Other than that, not a lot of other news. There was some asshole harassing Sky Blue at the ROH taping. Just don't be a dick, guys. Don't be fucking sexually like he was making sexually charged comments and shit, and he got kicked out. Uh, Rachel Ellering and then the referee Aubrey Edwards like jumped out of the ring and like yelled at security to get him out, and everyone in the crowd was like yelling at him. So just if you go to a show, don't. just don't be an asshole.
Yeah, and
You
don't
know?
hit on Ryan's girlfriend.
Yeah.
Scott Blue.
Dude, I'd be living high. Yeah, but just be respectful. Now we have these stories every once in a while, and it's just like wrestling fans are fucking stupid. Like,
Yeah,
don't don't be dumb. Be smart.
yeah.
Be respectful. Anything else we got in AEW, Nathan? There's no really other big news. Swerve was at a Defy show, but that's what.
No, no, there was no real big news this week, but we'll
Any
just see what happens. Maybe Double or Nothing will be a big pay-per-view where we get some returns of Max and or maybe the dentist will return. What do you think, Ron?
I mean, feel like she's got to return sometime, right? But I keep saying it, and yet it's not happened yet.
Yeah, I mean MJF and her and I mean they both got to come back at some point.
You would hope so.
Two of your biggest original stars. I mean,
Oh, can I do
I
say?
don't know.
I did say Max Caster was on Chris Van Vliet's podcast, and if you haven't listened to it, I'd listen to it. But there was a moment where he asked him about Shelton Benjamin coming in, and Max Caster seemed very insecure about his spot in AEW, because Chris Van Vliet asked him about Shelton Benjamin because I guess Max Caster said on like Twitter that he didn't want Shelton, and Max was like, "Yeah, we don't want him." And he's like, I guess he talked about spots, and his spot would be, and you got Shelton Benjamin coming in and stealing my spot and all this.
Wow.
And it felt like he was very insecure about his spot. I don't know if it didn't seem like it wasn't an in character interview, so he was being genuine. I just feel like I'm not all for it, but Shelton Benjamin would be a huge like person to learn from in
Yeah.
AEW, and I think that'd be great for that company to have him. But yeah, I don't know. So Max Caster seemed very insecure in his spot and very like just not welcoming. It was weird. I don't know. You gotta listen to the interview and like, hear it for yourself if you want to hear, but I just want to throw that in there. I don't know what it is. I don't know why he wouldn't want Shelton. I guess he's just worried that he's not getting I guess it may just be he's not wrestling a lot now, and the more people come in, then he knows he's not going to get on the show a lot. And I get
Right.
that, but I mean, I'd be very welcoming to have Shelton Benjamin in my company. He can still go, and he's got a wealth of knowledge, but he could help that tag team.
Exactly.
Help him teach tag team psychology and stuff. Teach him how to actually have a really good tag team match. But
They ain't gonna listen, but yeah.
well, that's true. They don't listen. That's true, and I think that proves the point there of Max Caster being like that. They don't want to learn from the old people, from the veterans. They just want to do their own thing, and they don't want all these veterans coming in and telling them how to how to wrestle. Yeah, that's gonna do it for AEW talk this week. We're heading towards Double or Nothing, and got a lot going on over there in the AEW realm. So,
Yep.
all right. Well, thank you for watching this episode. We got some more coming this week, including a retro review, the title history, and some trivia coming your way. So, thank you for watching and listening. And yeah, hit that like button, hit subscribe, comment, share this around with all your other wrestling fans. And we'll go ahead and we'll see you next week or tomorrow. Sorry.